Good morning, namaskaram, namaste to everyone here this morning. I'm Manya Prakash. I'm in 10th grade and I'm from Long Island, New York. I went on the most recent GYLP trip and I haven't gotten the privilege of going twice just yet, but this trip has influenced me in so many different ways in my life. The experience was profoundly enriching, offering both a personal growth within myself and exposure to like new ideas and perspectives from the children in Manjakuri. Not only did we make meaningful connections with the students in the school, but we got opportunities to visit so many places as shown in the videos. My family is from Chennai in Tamil Nadu. So I've never gotten the experience to go to like a rural community like that. It's usually just like a bustling city and Chennai is always our first stop. So to be in an environment like that I've never been exposed to before, it was truly like a new experience for me altogether. I never got that type of like South Indian cultural experience, and I lived for every single moment of it on the trip. Like a simple day in the life of a GYLP student on this trip, we would be getting ready in the Daya residence in the morning, waking up at 6, taking turns to go to the shower, braiding hair, putting malipu, and then right after we would go to the meditation hall. And in the meditation hall, we would chant Vedas and watch a small puja in the morning. And then we would take moments to like reflect on ourselves and what we could have done better throughout the school day, and also understand the deeper meaning of life with like special guests like Swamiji's coming in, like tell us about their experience with Puja Swamiji, and also like how we should be living our lives and to make the most out of everything that we have. After that, we would walk like a little distance down the street because there's a temple everywhere we go in Tamil Nadu. So we would go there, pray to the player and everything. And then the kudam. The kudam had the best food ever. Literally, it was so good. I came back to America and I asked Amma, where is my vada and idli and my coconut chutney? And the coffee was so good. And by then, around 9 a.m., we would get to the school in the morning, and the morning session would usually be like 2 to 3 hours. We would teach English to the students in the morning session, and these kids were all at different like proficiencies in English. Some were pretty fluent and I could like understand very easily, and others could barely get like 2 to 4 sentences, but their effort was so evident in everything that they did. So we went over topics like English and like parts of speech, like the tenses and everything. And not only did we do like structured lessons, but we tried to incorporate as many games as possible. Because as a high school student right now, it's so stressful to be in school. I would like it if my school like had some more fun things that I could look forward to doing. So we took what we taught in the class and we incorporated it into games. A personal fan favorite among the kids were four corners, and we would write different like nouns, verbs, adjectives. We would write the word on the board, and then we would be like, "What's this word? Is it a verb? Is it a noun?" And they would run to the corner that they thought it was in. We were like teaching the basics like that, and they could apply it to like real life, and they could like see what it truly means and everything. After that, like we would go back to the kudam, have food, and come back, and we would do math and science lessons. In India, one thing that I've realized is that the kids are very focused on memorizing everything and keeping all the information in their head. But once we did more like physical things, like hands on things, like making the science experiment and like them running up to the board, I saw that they retained the information so much better. It's like a teaching style like that us American students bring to Manjakuri. I think that we go there for a reason, right? And it's to show our perspective and what's more like outside of just Manjakuri. And in the future, there's so much more that you can accomplish as well. So that's what I think our perspective is to bring to Manjakuri. And that's why I think this trip is so valuable to all the students and all of us that we go on the trip to. There was also PT time. PT time is like recess time there, and that's another time that we got to like bond with the kids, and I enjoyed that so much. They taught me how to play like Raja, Rani, Kho, Kabaddi, and we played badminton and volleyball and everything. They're actually really good at volleyball. I didn't know India was so good at volleyball. And then all the kids were so excited in the classrooms as well as outside. The kids were so passionate once they actually understood what was happening and got to participate more. They were so happy that they would be jumping out of their seats to answer the questions. And the amount of times I had to say, like, sit down, like, "Daivasita koncham pormai venu, please," like, like, I'll come to you, like, just be patient, I'll get to you, like, sit down, you'll have your turn and everything. It was such a meaningful experience to me. And right after the school day was done, we would spend time like practicing for the performance and also going to like other places as shown. Like we went to the Tanjore temple and the Veda Parthashalas and everything. So that was also a very valuable experience that we all had because not only did we see what was like going on within Manjukuri, but like how other kids lived their life there as well. And like not only from the perspectives of just the students. One thing that really stuck with me the most out of this whole trip on Christmas, I believe we went to the students' homes and it was just a wide open field and there would be like one small hut in the middle or it would be like an array of like small houses and that was sort of a reality check for me. I felt so grateful for everything I had and everything that they had. They were so generous even though they didn't have as much as I did. They would come in the next day and they're like, "Manya ka, I got you a wafer." And then I would eat the wafer and they'd be so happy and they would get like little Chota Beam stickers for me because they're like, "Akka, what's your favorite cartoon?" And it was so cute. So even though they don't have much, they care so much and they're so compassionate and they're so eager about learning. I feel like in America we see more learning as like a chore or something that you have to do to go to school, like getting into college and everything, very pivotal parts of life. And for them, they're just happy to be there. I wish I could incorporate that more into my life as well. I've learned just as much from them as they have from me. And that's why I feel like this trip is so valuable in various different ways. They're so resourceful as well, since they don't have all the necessities we had. They're very resourceful for everything that they have, and like they make use with everything. And they would find like random like sticks and stones and everything, and they would make like this whole like arrangement of games to play with in like the PT time. And they're like, "Oh God, this is how you do this. This is how you do this." And I'm like, "Thank you. I learned something new today." This trip was truly one of the like a one of a kind once in a lifetime opportunities and I couldn't ask to spend my 2 weeks of winter break any other way. This is the trip of my life and I would be more than happy to go like as many times as I possibly can. Through my experience on the trip and seeing how much I enjoyed it and contributed, I got the best teacher award, by the way, by Srini Uncle. Just like not to brag or anything, but Srini Uncle asked me to be even more involved in the program, which I was more than happy to do. And like I said in the the morning meditation hall, every morning I said we would reflect on ourselves and the deeper purpose and meaning of life. The one phrase that was constantly repeated throughout the whole trip was the purpose of a human being is to grow from being a consumer to a contributor. And that's one of Dayananda Saraswati's like phrases and like quotes that stuck with me the most. And that is exactly what I strive to do with my future. And I'm so happy to say that like now I'm a GYLP Aim for Save a Youth Ambassador. So I can be like even more involved and choose the kids that go on the trip next year. I wish they could experience the exact same things that I did and they have a better experience than me because anyone who has the opportunity to go, I 1,000,000% recommend going. 1,000,000%. So this was truly a life-changing trip for me, and this is my way of giving back as being like an ambassador and choosing new kids to go. And I wish that they make the most of their trip and their experience. And next year, when they come to this convention, hopefully they have better things to say than I do right now. So thank you all so much.